Hi, this is part 5 of the Shenandoah National Park. I'm still at the truck stop. I'm getting a late start again today. I wasn't able to stay at the campground last night, so that's why I'm here at the truck stop. Anyway, I don't have far to go. I only have about 20 miles to go, and I'm going to be back to the Shenandoah and the Blue Ridge Parkway. This is actually going to be both the Shenandoah and the Blue Ridge Parkway. Anyway, I'm going to go in the Shenandoah probably briefly. There's one little video I wanted to redo in the daylight. And then I'm going to head to the Blue Ridge Parkway and get as far as I can down, or go, explore as much as I can, or as much as I want. My ankle is hurting today, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of walking. I put my brace back on. Anyway, that's about all I'm going to say for now. It's a hot day. I got back in the car. It's very, very hot. Anyway, so this is basically part 5 of the Shenandoah and Blue Ridge Park, and then I'm going to go to the Blue Ridge Parkway. I think that's about it for now, so I'll see you guys later. Oh, and just to let you know, that whizzing you hear in the background, that is my AC running on high. That's why there's such a whiz in there, and I didn't realize it until after I listened to the video that there is a kind of a loud whiz in there, but I'm not going to redo the video. Anyway, just want to let you know that I'm getting ready to leave the truck stop, and I'm headed out to both the Shenandoah and the Blue Ridge Parkway. See you guys later. Okay, I'm back out here where I started probably about 4 days ago, at Rockfish Gap, right before you go into the Shenandoah National Park. I did a little video out here that'll be in that video, which is a few videos back, probably about 3 or 4 videos back. But anyway, I didn't photograph Rockfish Gap, but I did photograph right here at the Blue Ridge Parkway in the Shenandoah National Park, and it was very, very dark that day. Very dark. So it was impossible to really, I mean, it was very dark, so it was kind of hard to see what the what was on the video. It's kind of hard. Anyway, so I pulled over here to the little pull out right before you get to the Shenandoah National Park, and I decided to walk down this way a little bit, share a little info. I was going to go back into the Shenandoah today, but I've already been to the Loft Mountain. In fact, I've already been to McCormick Gap twice. The first time I went was the first day I went in when I couldn't get my pass, and it was the sunset. So anyway, as you can see, this overlooks the road down here and overlooks over there to where that old building was that I did in the last video, the old Afton Inn. Anyway, so I'm here, and I've changed. I wanted to go into the Shenandoah National Park, but I decided not to, because I'm getting a late start again today. I was on the phone with my ex-boyfriend for a little while this morning. The truck stop was very, very busy. So anyway, I'm getting a late start, and I've changed my mind. I've already been to McCormick Gap and in that one area like twice. So, and plus my ankle's hurting. Anyway, I'm going to head straight to the Blue Ridge Parkway and explore that just a little bit, and I'll be back with you guys just a little bit later. Okay guys, I'm here at Rockfish Gap, headed into the Blue Ridge Parkway. Let's just zoom that out. I just met 2 more young fellas that are hiking the Appalachian Trail. So they started in Georgia and they're going all the way to Maine, just like the girl. Okay, here I am again at the entrance to the Blue Ridge Parkway. I know I said I was going to the Shenandoah National Park today, but I have changed my mind. As I said in the earlier video, I'm getting a late start, and I really don't have I just don't really have as much time. And like I said, I've already been to Loft Mountain. Well, I've already been to McCormick Gap like twice, so, and I've already been down here to a couple of overlooks down here, but I'm gonna revisit anyway. Okay, I'm back out here at the Afton Overlook on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm headed south. Thought I'd stop at this overlook again earlier in the day when I get a much better view. Anyway, talked to the two fellas, and one said he had just graduated from college here nearby. He said they were 894 miles into their hike on the Appalachian Trail. I guess they got off so they could go to Waynesboro, I guess, maybe, you know, try to, I don't know, get a few things maybe. He said they were kind of out of gas. Anyway, again, these two guys said that they were hiking. They started in Georgia, same place the girl did, and Namikalola, something like that, near Dawsonville. Anyway, they're right there at Dawsonville. And he said that one of the oldest hikers on the trail was 82 years old, wrote a book. His name is Nimble Will. And I'm doing all this, I'm saying all this because I want to remember this. This is something that I want to remember this information. And said there was another guy, they called him Molasses. He's in his 70s. And he's hiking the trail, and he said there was quite a few people in their 50s as well hiking the trail. I know yesterday I saw a couple, an older couple, probably in their 60s maybe, hike. I don't know if they were hiking the whole trail or just doing section hiking. I don't know, but they did have a lot of gear. Anyway, very interesting. I think that's one of my, I guess, that's one of the, you know, gives me a lot of inspiration. That does. I mean, hiking an entire trail, that wouldn't be possible for me, I don't think. Not something probably I wouldn't even try, especially hiking alone. But and with my knee and my ankle, probably hiking even a little bit probably might not be the smartest idea. But I mean, it's an inspiration to know that there are people out there that are doing it. And like I've said before in my videos, I'm doing what I can. Right now, after the accident, I'm just, you know, my ankle's hurting today, but I can walk and I can, you know, I'm doing okay. So, could be better, but it could be a lot worse. So, this makes me feel good, and I know that, like I've said before, I'm not getting my physical therapy as much as I should. I'm not getting as much done as I could. But this is what makes me feel really good and gives me inspiration and makes me feel really, really good. So I will be back with you guys a little bit later. Okay, I'm out here on another little section. As I was saying in the last video, not everyone can hike it. Some people are like me, they have to drive it. But I'm still doing what I can. And again, this is absolutely a beautiful overlook. I'm glad I caught it earlier in the day rather than later in the day. Okay, I'm still at the Afton Overlook, taking some pictures, some video. I decided to go online and read about Nimble Will, the 82-year-old that's hiking the Appalachian Trail. I don't know about all of them. In his case, I kind of assumed that everyone on the Appalachian Trail kind of, you know, roughed it. You know, I kind of assumed that, you know, they roughed it. And I'm sure a lot of them are. I know the girl, she had her gear. The two guys I met, they had gear, you know, so I'm sure they had a tent in there and things of that nature. And I'm sure that, I'm sure along the way that many of the hikers have someone meeting them, you know, to pick them up, take them into town, or maybe they just make it into town and, you know, find a place to stay in town. I know Nimble Will does not, or at least according to his blog, he doesn't. someone comes and picks him up and takes him to a motel, and then, you know, and then he heads out again the next day and resumes his hiking. But anyway, I just kind of assumed, you know, if you're going to do the whole Appalachian Trail, you're roughing it the whole way, but some of them may be, I don't know. Anyway, be back with you guys a little bit later. Okay, I am back at Rockfish Valley Overlook. I was here a few days ago, the day I went into the Shenandoah National Park, and I'm here again earlier in the day. Okay, so I'm out here at the Humpback Rocks picnic area, and as I drive in, I see this little sign says bear warning. Okay, yeah, glad they put a sign out here. That's a good thing, so people know. But it's out in the forest. It's out in the wilderness, more or less. I didn't exactly need a sign to tell me that you should not leave your food unattended. I mean, I could tell just about anybody out here that this area has bears in it. I mean, heck, the days ago, or no, this was my last trip out. I saw a bear right on the parkway. That was a lot further back. That was even probably around Marion or somewhere. But anyway, yep, there's bears. So it's a nice area. Oops. This is definitely a nice area. There's a nice picnic table over there. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and take a few pictures. This is a cool little area right here. It would be cool if there was a walking path right back there. Very beautiful back there. Okay, I'm at the Greenstone Trail. I can't remember if I was at this overlook the last time I was here or not. I don't remember. These are the stone fences here at this overlook. And here behind me, you can see, well, wow, those are huge. And then you walk on down here and you see some more. I'm thinking I might have to go back to that picnic area for the bathroom. But anyway, here is another big rock. Gorgeous. Let's zoom in this way. Oh yeah, gorgeous. Okay guys, I'm back here to the stone fences little plaque or whatever you want to call it here, and I didn't even really notice that it was blued out. I didn't notice it, and it was scratched out. All right, let me read it. The rambling stone walls seen nearby are remnants of hog walls built in the early 1800s. They provided winter work for slaves of valley plantations and were mended yearly to control the wanderings of half-wild hogs that foraged for acorns and chestnuts. A good example may be seen along the nearby nature trail. Okay, now let me explain this. Somebody come up here and wrote, AKA, beside the provided work for slaves, AKA they tortured other humans for profit during the winter. Yeah, I can't disagree with that one. But it wasn't just winter time. They tortured them all the time. Anyway, and then it says, where it says the wanderings of half-wild hogs, it says slaves. Yeah, okay, I don't know anything about that, and God, it just sickens me that I might have had ancestors that engaged in this horrible practice. But anyway, wanted to share that. Somebody came up here and decided to basically, it looks like took some blue paint, blued it out, then took something else, maybe, I don't know, something, and wrote through it. And here's the Greenstone Nature Trail, and I'm going to walk down it just a little bit. There are, wait, is this a trail or, no, not a trail. No, I'm not sure. Well, actually, I think it is. I think that's a trail too, but it doesn't look as promising as this trail. This trail looks more, a little better. Anyway, there is a trail up there, but it looks like it's not hiked as much. This one is hiked more, and you can see as you walk down the trail. I can't do much walking because my ankle, but as you walk down the trail, you can see the overlook right here, be, you know, right in the background. Gorgeous. Someone put some yellow paint on one of the trees to mark it, I guess. And then you get up here to some really rough looking rocks. Okay, I'm gonna show you this, then I'm gonna walk up here to these really rough looking rocks. Okay, this is some really rough looking rocks out here, rough looking terrain, so I don't think that this walking trail goes all the way through. I think it's pretty steep. It must be the other one, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna, I could walk down through there, but I don't want to. I don't want to hurt my ankle. Oh no, there's a little stairway that goes all the way down. I guess that's the walking trail, huh? Interesting. Actually, guys, this trail isn't bad. This trail looks pretty good. But my ankle's hurting, so I'm not going to walk it much. I can't walk it, but I can walk it a little bit. Okay, Rock Point Overlook. As you can see, there's a lot of nice, beautiful rocks in here. You can see there's a lot of rocks. And then if you walk over here, or rather I walk over here, there is, oh, straight down, lots more rocks. Then of course there's a little rock, little hole in it. Okay, just moved out a little bit, a slightly different vantage point. The sun is very bright now. Okay, I'm at the opposite end of the overlook now. This is what I like, that little tree or whatever it is right in the middle. Okay, I'm here at Raven's Roost Overlook. Okay, I'm out here at a little turnout right on the side of the road. I stopped here, get a few more pictures, a little more video. There was a lot of people up at Raven's Roost, and you know, when I do my video, I kind of like to, you know, be by myself when I'm doing the video. I don't really like to, you know, broadcast what I'm, you know, not that I'm saying anything important or personal, but I just don't like to broadcast my, what I'm saying. I just don't like to broadcast it. That's just not you know, that's just not me, so some people may not care, it may not bother them, but it definitely does me. Anyway, I wanted to say I saw a bicyclist not too long ago with all of his stuff, saddlebags on his bicycle, bicycling the parkway. And of course, I'm on the Blue Ridge Parkway now. I'm not in Shenandoah anymore. In fact, I didn't even go into Shenandoah today. I went back to Humpback Rock's picnic area to use the bathroom, and my car kind of pulled that little harder to start stuff again, and that kind of irks me, kind of worries me a bit. But anyway, hopefully everything will be okay. I hope. Anyway, so I'll see you on down the road. Okay, I'm at Three Ridges Overlook. Okay, a different vantage point, zoomed in. Okay, I'm standing up on some rocks. I didn't have to step up much, though. Okay, I'm at the Slack Overlook. It's about 6:30 p.m. Okay, zoomed in. Okay, here is a walking trail out here at this overlook as well. Looks to be fairly well maintained. It's flat, but I didn't lock my car doors yet, so I will probably not walk it much. Anyway, it's beautiful out here. Here is the vantage point from the walking trail. Okay, I walked a little further down the trail. As you can see, it starts to get a little overgrown out here on the trail, so I'm probably not going to go much further. Okay, I'm still out here at the Slack Overlook. I sat down here on at a picnic table and just waited a few minutes and got on my phone for a second. Wanted to upload a few more pictures to Facebook. Anyway, there was a man here with his kids, and I was kind of just waiting for him to leave so I could kind of have the overlook to myself, so I can do my video and whatnot. I've already done some video, and I've taken a bunch of pictures down the trail. I walked a little ways down the trail, but as you saw, it's a little overgrown, so I decided not to keep going. Too overgrown. Anyway, it's already about probably getting close to 7 o'clock. I don't have much time left. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to be coming up here to US Highway 11 here soon. And when I do, I will make my exit. That's kind of why now I'm just kind of taking it slow and not zooming through the overlooks and not doing a lot of, not going a little faster like I normally do, because there's no need. I'm going to have to be getting off here in just a few minutes, because I will probably try to get off about 8 o'clock, maybe something like that. It's already 7, so I have about another hour before I have to get off. Depends on how quickly I hit US Highway 11. If I hit US Highway 11 quicker than an hour, then I will simply either get off, or I might drive down the parkway a little ways, just a little ways, and get a couple more overlooks. But I won't go far, and then I'll turn around and get off and make my way to my last stop for the night. I don't know what campgrounds are around here. I have no idea. And service is pretty good out here. It's not bad, but I'll probably wait until I get off of the parkway. That's what I usually do. I usually try to map before I leave the parkway or Shenandoah, but I'm on the Blue Ridge Parkway right now. But either try to map before, but if service isn't really good, because there are spots where service isn't really good, and at those times I simply wait till I get off, and then find somewhere to pull over and hopefully map it. Hopefully service will be better. Certain places in Virginia, service is spotty. I know I've talked about this before. Some places in Virginia, it's not good. West Virginia is another one where it can be real bad. Anyway, but I know Highway 11. I mean, I just traveled US Highway 11 south and get up to, actually, if I get off at US Highway 11 and that's my plan, all I have to do is travel south, and it parallels the interstate. So all I have to do is wait until I see a sign for Interstate 81 and then take it, pull up into one of the truck stops or gas stations or whatever is at that exit, and then map to where I'm mapped to my next stop. Anyway, I'm just out here right now, kind of enjoying the last few minutes of the day. I have like I said, about an hour left. I'm going to drive down the parkway a little bit further, not too far. And then sometimes I get off on the parkway like I did yesterday. I left left Shenandoah a little bit early, and then I find other stuff, abandoned houses, or yesterday it was a motel, whatever, to photograph and do a little video and whatever. I ended up, I didn't spend the entire time on the Shenandoah, ended up there at the Afton Inn, and I planned on going back today, but it was starting to get a little bit later, and I decided to hit the parkway. I still have I have less than 115 miles of Roanoke now, going down the parkway. I have less than that now, but probably about, I haven't really driven that many miles. I stopped quite a bit, took a lot of video, a lot of pictures. Anyway, so, probably about 100 miles, maybe a little less. Anyway, sometimes there's interesting things when you get off of the parkway. I know, I also love to drive the highways and stuff. Anyway, I'm up getting close to my 5 minutes. I will be back a little bit later. Okay, I am standing right here. I am just across almost, not quite, across the street from Bald Mountain Overlook. And I got out of the car. There's a road there that's someone's road, I do believe. Anyway, so I parked there. I'm gonna take a little bit of video in a second of that overlook, but it's facing right on the sun, so this is nice. This is nice to be able to get a video that's not facing right in the face of the sun. And here it is, zoomed in. Okay, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's cooling down just a bit out here, not much, but it has cooled off a little. There's another little picnic table out here facing the overlook. This would be nice. Nice place to, I don't know, eat a snack, eat lunch, whatever. I'm not going to be doing that, but, and here's this part of the overlook. Okay, this overlook's not quite facing west. It's actually west is actually almost in front of the car, so it's not as sunny as I thought. You get over that way, you can see it though. And I'll zoom in. Okay, I'm at New Fork Mountain. It's 7:45. Hopefully I'll find US Highway 11 soon. Okay, zoomed in. Okay, I'm at the other end of the overlook now. Okay guys, I'm out here and I'm walking up to this overlook, and it's a grassy area to walk up the overlook, and I see this little bunny. I start filming. Well, I try to start filming, let's put it that way. And then the little bunny hops away. I walk a few more feet, and here he is. He's sitting right on the walking path. And I know my camera, I've got it zoomed all the way out, so it's tending to shake a little bit, which I don't like. Hey, little bunny. Let me see if I can walk just a... Let's zoom out so it doesn't shake so much when I walk. Well, maybe zoom a little bit more. And walk. Well, there he went. He got scared and ran. Okay, I walked the short distance to the top. This overlook, you can see the beautiful sky, and then out in the distance, that is amazing, absolutely amazing. Just absolutely gorgeous, just gorgeous. They have mowed down a few little paths coming in here. That's great. The overlook that you just saw in the slideshow coming up is Big Spy Mountain Overlook. The next video slideshow is of plants here at Big Spy Mountain Overlook. There are many, many plants. No, I didn't see any flowers, but all plants, all absolutely gorgeous. The leaves, the plants themselves, just beautiful. It's a little bit longer video, but I opted not to add music to it because I really wanted it to be peaceful, serene. Anyway, just some absolutely gorgeous plants. Okay, I'm still here at Big Spy Mountain Overlook. I'm getting ready to leave. I need to make my way out of the parkway. It is now 8:30. I will see you guys later. This next video slideshow is a combination of all of the overlooks that I visited today. I started in Rockfish Gap, excuse me, right there at the start of the Blue Ridge Parkway and the Shenandoah National Park. As I said in the beginning of the video, I was going to do the Shenandoah again, but then it was just a little late, and I decided that maybe not. Anyway, but I did start. Actually, I kind of started even before I hit Rockfish Gap. But anyway, and then I hit the Blue Ridge Parkway. Am I disappointed that I didn't go back to the Shenandoah? A little bit, I am, but I also knew that I'd already visited, and I don't want to be in the same place for too longer of a time. Anyway, but overall it was a good day. It was a sunny day. It was hot, but I liked that. It was just a really good, peaceful, serene day. I loved it, and I'm glad to be back on the parkway. I love the Shenandoah as well. They're all beautiful. Anyway, so again, this next video slideshow is a combination of all of the overlooks that I went to today. Started in Rockfish Gap and stopped at Whetstone Ridge. I didn't take any pictures. I will get back there tomorrow. And I'm also very glad that I took photographs of the map there at the entrance to the Shenandoah National Park. It gave a map of the Shenandoah and a map of the Blue Ridge Parkway. So I'm very glad of that. Anyway, the next video, I'm losing my train of thought. Next video, combination of all of the overlooks, and I added some music to it. Alright, this next video is of all of the plants and things that I photographed today. One of the plants, or leaves rather, that I photographed had an ant on it. I didn't even realize it until much later. I will come back and do that one in a separate video. This next little video slideshow is a leaf with an ant on it. When I photographed it, I did not know the ant was there, and when I was going through my photos, I had to actually crop the photo to get it to be up close or be closer. Anyway, but I thought I just would include that. Okay, I left the Blue Ridge Parkway. I am now at a Pilot. I am not overly pleased with it. It's crowded, very crowded for one. It was very close. It was only like 3 miles. Once I exited the parkway, it was only about 3 or 4 miles. So it was very close. I've actually been to it before. I stayed at it about a year ago when I was in my blue Ford. Anyway, and then if I remember correctly, I think I may have came back in my Ford Focus. As I said, I'm not real pleased with it. It's too crowded, and the space I wanted right at the end is pretty much taken up with a big transit van, so that's kind of out of the question for me. And it also looks like there's there's probably a fair amount of people, or some people that have come off the parkway or whatever and come down here to, stay for the night, sleep, whatever. I pulled into this space right here. I'm not pleased with it. I don't really like it. I think there's someone parked next to me, and I don't know. It does appear that there are some people staying here that are basically, I guess, what would you call it? Can't think of the word now, but homeless, basically, living in their vehicles. Not that I have a problem with that. I really don't have a problem with that at all, but I'm not a big fan of being right next to someone that's kind of, in their car, sleeping in their car, living in their car, whatever. Basically because, I'm not comfortable with it, and I'm not comfortable being that close to someone, especially people that can really, like, watch what you're doing. That's not my thing. Plus, I don't want to be in a position where, I have someone begging. I'm not saying that, everyone who's in their car is going to be begging or whatever. Anyway, it's a little loud out here. I'm talking a little bit lower than I usually do. I think the people I don't know. I think the people next to me maybe, I think their window's up, but I don't know. I don't know. And my window's down just a bit. Anyway, there is another truck stop that's right around the corner, and for some reason I remember this place. I stayed here last year, I think a couple of times, and I have stayed at this truck stop before. It's kind of difficult to get in, especially when it's dark. But like I said, I have stayed here before. Anyway, one of the things is I've not got my seat fixed, you know, my comforter on the seat, you know, none of that. And I like to do that in private, you know, I like to do it where no one's watching me. Anyway, but I do remember staying here last year, and I think I stayed here maybe, to be honest, when I was in my blue Ford, I think I stayed here twice. Once when I was going north, and then again when I was coming back. Anyway, the town is the little town of Raphine, Virginia. And I think I may have stayed here again when I was in the Focus. I just don't remember. I think I did. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, right around the corner is another truck stop, an Exxon station. I do remember pulling in at that one last year, though, and I was not able to find really a parking spot. It was just really messed up. It was just not. It's a big enough place. It's a big enough truck stop, but it's just not really, just it's difficult to find parking, etc., etc. Anyway, I am here. I think I'm going to go back to the same place I was at last night. I'm only about 9 or 10 miles away, so it's not a big, huge drive. In the meantime, maybe I'll find a place to, you know, fix my seat, my comforter, and maybe make my sandwiches for tonight. I think I'm going to have an almond butter and jelly tonight, and then, you know, then I can go to my last stop, get something to drink, something to eat, and boom, there's also a Pilot there too. So anyway, I'm at 5 minutes. I'm gonna call it a night. God bless. Have a good week. God bless. Peace.